Camp Hope started as a protest in front of the Spokane City Hall, and it quickly grew to one of the largest homeless camps in the state. This is drone video we took back in March of 2022. At this point in time, the camp was still growing. At its peak, the camp had more people living in it than many small towns in our region. And here's what it looks like today. Pretty much an empty plot of land. The last person moved out this morning without fanfare.
It's been 18 months since that first tent went up in East Spokane, just off of the freeway. And in that 18 months, it became a political issue, with city and state officials arguing about who was responsible for clearing the camp. While all of that was playing out, the people impacted the most were those living at the camp and the families and businesses nearby. Our Bronte Saratsky spoke with one store owner who says he hopes the closure can bring back customers.
It's been a long 18 months for Camp Hope residents, local businesses, city and state officials. But on Friday, Camp Hope's last resident moved out, and the camp is now closed.
I mean, it was a long time coming, just with the initial problems we were seeing. I mean, it is a relief.
Tyler Cossey runs the store on Thor. It's one of many businesses nearby the camp. For over a year, he says crime from people living at Camp Hope drove his customers away.
Customers we frankly lost years ago that were avoiding the neighborhood because of that camp.
With the camp now closed, he's hoping to get them back.
Who wouldn't stop at my store to get gas because of the clientele that would be hanging out in front and asking for money. And
Julie Garcia, whose organization Jules Helping Hands ran the camp, says the way homelessness in Spokane was handled before didn't work.
We have not successfully moved the needle in homeless services in our community for a very long time. And in order to do that, it'll take a huge investment in mental health and sobering services, housing.
And Mayor Woodward, who chose not to speak with media at the camp, says she's glad the camp is now closed and earlier than the city's original June 30th closure date, but is still frustrated with how the last 18 months played out.
We believe that we could have closed it earlier if we had had the full cooperation from the state.
Now that this camp is officially closed, these fences will come down, and eventually this site that once housed hundreds will be part of the North Spokane corridor. Reporting in Spokane, Bronte Saratsky, 4 News Now.